What's going on, guys? So before I continue on, I do want to give you all an apology if this review went up slightly later than I expected, but that's only because things have been quite busy. But nonetheless, I wanted to give you guys my review of Shazam! Fury of the Gods, a sequel to 2019's Shazam, a film that I absolutely love. And actually a fun little story for you guys. Back in 2019, I had the flu for the first time, and the first thing that I saw, the first thing I did when I went to the movies was I saw Shazam, and this movie was absolutely amazing. To me, Shazam is essentially the superhero version of Big. It is a coming-of-age movie masquerading as a superhero film, and I absolutely love this film. When I had heard that they were making a sequel to that movie, I was very, very excited, especially knowing that almost the same creative team was coming back to make Fury of the Gods. I am genuinely shocked that this movie has been a polarizing movie because honest to God, guys, had a really good time. In fact, I had a blast with Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Now, I will say this much. Do I think that this movie is as good, if not better than the first movie? Unfortunately not. And that I do think this movie is a bit of a step down from that first Shazam, but at the same time, this movie, I smiled, I laughed, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I actually got kind of emotional. The performances all around I thought were really, really good. I mean, especially from Zachary Levi, who I think is Shazam. Asher Angel I thought was great as Billy Baston. Zachary, I think Jack Dylan Grazer, I'm so sorry. Jack Dylan Grazer as Billy Baston's brother, essentially. I thought he had easily the best character arc in the entire film. And not to mention as well that Lucy Liu was a lot of fun to watch. Helen Mirren was a lot of fun. And Rachel Zegler I thought was great in the film. The performances I have nothing against whatsoever. It's characters, which I'll get into in a little bit. I also thought that in terms of the action, Shazam! Fury of the Gods was a lot of fun to watch. There was some really fun action, especially when it comes to Rachel Zegler's character, which her powers involve moving axes around. There is a particular sequence which I thought was really, really cool, to which I don't want to get into in case if you guys have not seen yet, but the action in the film I thought was a lot of fun. I personally don't get the hate for the third act because I thought the third act was a lot of fun. Shazam! Fury of the Gods I think still has a lot of funny moments, in particular a moment that I was wheezing, almost wheezing, that I was laughing so hard at. One particular issue that I'll get into right now is that the movie isn't as funny as that first movie, as there are quite a few jokes that don't land at all. When it came down to the emotional core of Shazam! Fury of the Gods, there is a moment in this movie to which I don't want to give it away, but it deals to me with the most important part of the story of this film because there's a lot going on. But there is a particular plot point in this movie in which Billy Batson is talking to his adoptive mother. And man, there is a line in this movie that legitimately almost had me welling up with tears. Like, it was such a special moment in this movie amongst the loudness in this movie, to which I'll get into right now. When it comes down to the biggest criticism I have with this movie, guys, my biggest flaw, which is Fury of the Gods, were the villains. You have three great actors in these roles. I mean, Lucy Liu, Helen Mirren, and Rachel Zegler. All three of these guys are terrific actors. Lucy Liu is fun to watch, but Helen Mirren is given almost nothing to do in this movie. When you have Helen Mirren playing as a villain in a superhero film, you better give her a great presence. But really, when you look at her, at least when I looked at it, Helen Mirren did almost nothing in this movie. Rachel Zegler is great in the film, and easily she has the most of, I guess, of an arc in the film. But otherwise, guys, all three of the villains here they weren't particularly great villains. And in fact, I actually thought that they were the weakest link of the entire film. When it comes down to the plot of Shazam! Fury of the Gods, like I mentioned to you guys earlier, there is a particular plot that this movie absolutely nails. However, when it comes to the other plots of the film, the other plots of the film are just feel like that they're either there or to the subpar emperor in regards to the main plot, which I thought was very, very well done. One more thing in particular I have to mention, and do not worry guys, no spoilers, and that is the final minutes of this movie, and particularly the ending and the credit sequences in this movie. The post-credit sequences in this movie, they're really obsolete. Let's just say what happens at the end of the movie really serves no purpose anymore. But otherwise, guys, do I think that Shazam! Fury of the Gods is as good as a movie as the first one? Unfortunately, no. But at the same time, Shazam! Fury of the Gods is a sequel that, while it is a step down, is a sequel that nonetheless I smiled, I laughed at, I even got a little emotional at. This movie, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, is a movie that I had a great time with, even though it is not as good as the first Shazam. So all in all, guys, I'm going to give Shazam! Fury of the Gods a 3.5 out of 5. Sure, not as good as the first movie, but nonetheless, it is definitely a movie I recommend you guys watch. So comment down below and let me know, what did you guys think of Shazam! Fury of the Gods? Did you like the film? Did you hate the film? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm also on Twitch. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames are in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed my review of Shazam! Fury of the Gods. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see in my previous 2 reviews, please click it right there or right there. And of course, when my next review goes live, I'll see you all next time.